Hello friends, welcome to Squaird Plans, where creative planning and organization comes to life. I'm Stephanie and today we'll be designing a line vertical planner layout for my health and fitness planner, so come plan with me. And I've got these washi tapes here all ready to go, along with a few Tombow markers I may use, these stat stickers I made on my computer, this Happy Planner sticker book, and this Plannything sticker book, which I'll pull from. Alrighty, let's go ahead and lay down some wax paper and start off this week's design. I am thinking about doing a cookie design. There is a cookie swap at the end of the week, and I thought this would be the perfect week to do a cookie-themed spread. So I saw this cookie exchange sticker in the Christmas Joy sticker book. There's also a few words pertaining to having a cookie exchange that I may pull in. And that kind of led me to the color scheme we'll be having for this week's design. I also have a bunch of these gingerbread style iced cookie stickers in the Plannything sticker book from last year's Christmas Fun book. And I really like these stickers just aesthetically and for this style of spread, so we're going to try and see how we can match up these two books and make something cute. Originally I was thinking to do kind of like a collage thing, but then I started to build out a border and thought that would be a really fun way to really get some design elements in and around the spread. So I'm putting in some of the larger stickers that are the cookie stickers there in the sidebar, and then I thought that might be a good place to pull in those word stickers from the Christmas Joy sticker book. That way I have a little bit of extra room there and can bring in the color scheme into the sidebar. I already altered the guest list sticker to read just guests, and then I also cut out the party details sticker book to have party and then details separately. I think that'll just be a little bit cleaner since I'm not actually hosting the cookie exchange, but I'll be attending, so I just thought that was a better use of those quote stickers. I'm also bringing in my stat stickers now and thinking I'm going to put them there at the bottom, so I'm just going to kind of lay them in for now. I like to leave them on the backer, just like halfway. Makes it easier to cut them and then also to remove them from the wax paper and move them over to the spread with very little effort. Now, it's pretty much all about building out the spread using these gingerbread cookie stickers. Like I said, I'm thinking about doing a border, and of course, I'm going to do my border technique where I take two sides, one long side and one short side, and then fill it out with the stickers, but only halfway. And then that way when I cut them, I can use the other half of those stickers on the opposite side. That always works really well, makes the stickers go a little bit further too if you are limited on stickers. I'll be doing that, but there are quite a few stickers left over in this book that I didn't use last year, so I'm going to bring in even more of them there in the top boxes for some added decor, just really to fill the spread with these cookie designs. I have to be a little bit careful about placement on some of these since there is some areas in the sidebar where I don't want to cover anything important functionally. And then also I got to think about like things coming in from the top and on the sides, encroaching again on that functional space. I'm really liking how this is working so far. I actually ended up using all of the stickers except for this one large gingerbread that I had left over, but I feel like I could use him somewhere else if need be in another spread. So we'll save him, but I'll put him on the side of the wax paper in case he's needed later when I transfer over the stickers and do all the cutting. So now I have some washi tape there in this like heart pattern, which I thought would be nice to bring in some pink. And then I have a dot pattern one, which I thought was really cute, and some green stripe washi. I thought would be, again, good for bringing in a little bit more color. I'm thinking that I'll put that dot pattern behind the sticker. I think that'll look cute. So that's what I'm thinking now. And then I'm also realizing I don't have any plain colorful boxes that I could use for overlay on the collage area. So I track my workouts, and I don't think I'm going to have enough room if I don't put those up into those top box areas. So I'll kind of create some green colorful boxes there in the right shade, just using that Tombow marker on top of the aqua color to make it a little bit closer to the green that I need. And then there were 4 of the hot pink boxes that I could use, so I'll bring those in as well. They're a little bit smaller than I would normally use for workout tracking, so we'll see how this goes. But I do like the color scheme and just that added bit of color splashed around up here in the collage area. And I thought I was going to really need 7 boxes total, but then I kind of remembered that, I really don't work out on Saturdays. I probably won't even work out on Sunday since I'm doing the cookie exchange thing, but we'll put a box there just in case. And because there's a little bit more pink heavy, I think, on the spread, thinking about using the green striped washi down below to kind of make a section for where my stat stickers will lay. So I think we're in a good place to start moving things over. I'm going to go ahead and take the tape off and get started, probably here in the sidebar. So you can see what I'm thinking as far as how I'm going to be kind of doubling up the use of each of those side stickers. First, I want to lay in that dot pattern washi. Make sure it's straight there. I was going to put it on top, but the white background of the washi I felt like wasn't as cute overlaid on top of the clear stickers, but having it in the background, it kind of looks like it's part of the paper, and I think that works a little bit better. So I'm laying that in on the sides there where I'm about to roll off the stickers and just kind of cleaning up the edges so it's ready to go. And now we will move over that first area. So it's a little bit tricky. You need to get it kind of like set up, and I realize that it's hard to keep the pages together if they're not already together. So I started out trying to do them exactly together, and then I moved things around a little bit. And it did shift just slightly up on one side, but that's okay. It looks pretty much exactly how it was on the wax paper. The roll-off wasn't super smooth on some of these, only because none of these stickers are really touching. I said this in the past, that always makes it a little bit more challenging to get a clean roll-off from the wax paper. But it's usually better to try than to try to do it one by one, because things tend to move around, or the angles change, and then it kind of cascades later down the road when you are building out a design with this much decor. So I'm going to go ahead and lay in the washi tape for the other sides now that I've seen it in action and feel good about it. So we've got that there on the bottom, and we'll go ahead and do the same thing over here. And I'm carefully lining it up to the bottom edge and the side edges of the page so that it doesn't encroach on any functional space. And I'm laying it here at the top as well. Just makes things look a little bit more festive and fun, and then I like that it ties in the black from the exchange sticker there in the sidebar as well as in the stat stickers. So next I'm going to clean up the top boxes so it's just a nice clean palette. Using my white pen, it's just a white gel pen, and covering up the thin black lines with that. That works really well. I use a Sakura Jelly Roll pen. You can use any white gel pen with a fairly thick point. I use a 10 or like a 1.0 tip. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to move over the bottom border. One thing, if I butt up the pages next to each other, then you get a repeat and not the exact copy top to bottom. I've done this in the past that way, but this one I definitely wanted it to be exactly how it was on the bottom all the way across with the variation. So I was careful to make sure that I did it the hard way, if you will. So we got the halves on the first top half, and now I am gonna just hand move over the cut pieces to the bottom in the same order as they were on the top. And that worked out really well. So we're going to just do that same thing again here with the bottom. This one I'm just going to move over by hand because I have those stat stickers there that might be a little bit tricky to work around. And then we'll do the cut pieces again, trimming off the one at the top that I definitely needed placed so it didn't cut over into the December. And then the other ones I'm just moving over one by one, hand placing them. That looks great. Finally, we have this major section here that I need to move over, but I feel like I need to adjust the positioning of this quote sticker. I was going to try to do it now, but let's go ahead and get the rest of it onto the page first, and then I'll see what I have to work with. Yeah, everything looks good, but I noticed that this candy cane style cookie sticker was pushing up into that house sticker I have above it. So I need to adjust, and I'm working through that real quick. Also going to roll off just one page at a time. So we'll start over here on the left side and then move over to the right separately. Just makes it a little bit easier to make adjustments. These actually came in slightly crooked, so I needed to hand set them again. And then I wanted to use a little bit more of the white space there, so I just adjusted that sticker. And it's going to be kind of the same over here. I feel like there's some areas where I need some adjustments, so I'll just do that by hand. Now that I have that top border in, I can kind of see what I need and where I need to adjust. And of course, this wax paper already had a rip in it, so it got caught up and just gave me a little bit of trouble there. I do like to reuse my wax paper until it basically is unusable. I'm frugal like that. I don't like to waste it, so sometimes it's to my detriment. All right, so we've got the major areas in, and now we need to just place this quote sticker, which I ended up cutting in half to try to give me a little bit more freedom of movement and space with it. And it looks good-ish, but then now there's kind of a hole or a gap that I feel like I need to fill. So maybe we'll do something a little bit different. And tightening up the rolling pin with the quote, I think gave me a little bit of extra room so that pink box didn't have to sag into the lined area, which is what I was going for. So that's great. Let's go ahead and also to move over these stat stickers. And like I said, I like having that backer on there. It makes it easy to move these over, position and align. And then I have that green washi that I already cut up on my little cutting mat. Just cut it in half so I can create a nice border here on top of the stat stickers and add a little bit more of that green color throughout. And there was some funkiness on the back of that, which I cleaned up. And I'm just using my little precision cutter to trim up those edges, as well as clean out the mushroom head holes there. I'll also make a few small adjustments. And once I'm done with that, you guys, we will be done, friends. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, too, go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Bye!